Try that again. Hello, everyone. I don't know why, but every time I turn on the microphone of this streaming system, the initial sound of the microphone is just this. So sorry about that. So hi, and welcome to the fifth Mega Man-a-thon, in which I attempt to play Mega Man 3. I managed to beat both Mega Man and Mega Man 2 in about an hour. That's not going to happen with this game, because one, I don't know it quite as well as the first two games, and two, it's also a much bigger game with extra levels that were not in the original. There's kind of this formula to Mega Man, 8 bosses, and the Dr. Wily stages, but this game adds a couple of extra stages in between that. So there's no possible way I can finish all of that in an hour. So anyway, I'm going to jump straight in. Hello, I'm Gemini Man, and you are watching USstreamer. Today is May 11th, 2016. This is Mega Man 3, 1990 released by Capcom, the third game of the Mega Man series, yada yada yada. So anyway, where should I start with this one? I'm going to start with Top Man. This stage is really easy, and he's not that hard either, I say before I die horribly to him. So I'm going to need you guys to remind me what the chain of weaknesses in this game, because I don't remember it quite as well. I think Shadow Man is weak to Top Man, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not 100% positive on that, so please remind me if I'm wrong. Tell me what the next level I should beat is going to be. Anyway, so Mega Man 3, there's this kind of religious debate, as with Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario Bros. World, over which is the better game, Mega Man 2 or Mega Man 3. I've decided I have no opinion. I love them both. They're like dear, precious children to me. Oh look, what did Mega Man just do? He slid. That's neat. That's new to this game. Yeah, this game really feels like an attempt to go even bigger and bolder than the first two Mega Man games. Mega Man 2 is a bigger game and a better game than Mega Man 1, and because it added 2 extra robot bosses, and everything was just cooler and bigger and more exciting. And it really feels like they felt like, oh, we've got to top that this time around, so let's put in more slowdown. Yes, slowdown's awesome. Now, there's a lot of extra content in this game, new moves for Mega Man, like I said, the extra stages in between the Robot Masters and Dr. Wily. Oh. And, yeah, it just feels grander and bigger. And, of course, it helps that they had better technology behind them, just as Mega Man 2 ran on a better chip than Mega Man 1. Mega Man 3 was the first Mega Man game to run on Nintendo's MMC3 mapper, which I saw for myself when I took this cart apart and cleaned it this morning. It is a tiny microchip that looks no different than any other, except it says MMC3 on it in silkscreen print. Anyway, the MMC3 added some new features and tricks, and just more storage capacity, so you could have more of these mini-bosses that everyone loves so much. Better graphics, arguably better music. I don't know, that's not a religious debate I want to get into, but you can definitely see what they were going for. One of the interesting things, though, is that despite their attempts to make this game bigger and badder and more awesome than Mega Man 2, they kind of ran out of time. This game was not really finished, apparently. So it has some rough patches. From what I've read, they were actually planning to make 8 of the bonus stages, like remix all 8 of the stages, and only ended up doing 4. I don't know how true that is, but in any case, there's a lot going on here. And then you have some creative design choices I don't necessarily agree with, like the Robot Masters. Like, what is Top Man? Who would make a robot boss whose power is to spin? And why is he in a greenhouse? Like, it's very strange. What do tops have to do with growing plants? Nothing whatsoever. And so that's why I put Top Man out of his misery first, because he's kind of lame and pointless. It's stupid. Let's see... Alright, so I've beaten Top Man, put him out of his misery. What do I... Okay, Shadow Man next. Alright. So I have Top Spin, not to be mistaken for the tennis game Top Spin, which I don't think had been published at this point. So with Top Man down, I go to Shadow Man. And Shadow Man apparently is supposed to be a ninja. I didn't really get that at the time, but I guess it makes sense. He's like a ninja who hangs out in the shadows, and he's got a really big shuriken on his forehead. And for some reason, he's a ninja hanging out in a technological fortress full of lava, because, you know, that's how ninja did. That's classic Japan for you. The famous lava castles of Kyoto. So yeah, thematically this game isn't as strong as the previous Mega Man games, but you do get this guy. I can't whistle, so I'm not going to try. Let's see, what is this new pattern? Alright. So this guy shows up and you just shoot him a lot, and then he goes away. It's very exciting, but he has a cool whistle, and he opens the door for you. The path to go forward. There's a mystery about him. He is not Racer X, but he kind of looks like Racer X. His name is... What is his name? Breakman? Proto Man? Blues? Bruce? I can't remember. Bruce, I think that's it. Anyway, so there are some cool parts here. Like, this kind of riffs on the bit in Mega Man 2, where you had the Chanky makers who were throwing flames at you, and if you blew them up, then the room would go dark. Here you have those projectors, and if you blow them up, the light comes back. So it's kind of a reverse situation. And you have a little bit of... you have kind of some enemies running around, so you can sort of get a sense of what the shape of the room is. So there's some cool stuff in here, even though thematically this level has nothing whatsoever to do with a robot ninja. It's still a pretty rad level with a pretty cool gimmick in the middle. And that is something that I really enjoy about this game, is it seems like there is more variety within each stage than in the previous Mega Man games. These guys, I hate because they're stupid. They show up where you least want them to. They're there to knock you off platforms. So you have to trigger them and then jump back. I have no idea why they're... Oh wait, no, I guess that's like a ninja parachute thing. So these guys actually do kind of feel a little bit thematically connected to Shadow Man. But they're kind of the exception for this stage. I suppose dragonflies are kind of ancient Japanish. I don't know. There's dragonflies in Japan in the summer, right? I know there's like giant scorpions and stuff. Okay, so anyway, there's Shadow Man, and he's pretty cool. And unfortunately, the dopiest weapon in the game is his weakness. As you can see, it does him a lot of damage, but it's kind of hard to attack him without taking damage too. Now, the top spin has like no range. You throw Mega Man bodily into an enemy, and he spins. And I remember back when emulation first started to be a thing and people could take very precise screenshots, Sean Baby, the famous internet comedian, pointed out... Oh wait, who do I fight after Shadow Man? Good grief. Anyway, Sean Baby pointed out the fact that when Mega Man uses the top spin, he can get a profile view of him, and he has a little robot gut. He's got a chubby little stomach. Yeah, so I don't remember who I'm supposed to fight next. I know Snake Man is weak to Needle Man, and I think Needle Man is weak to Spark Man, and... crap, man, I don't remember anything. Gemini Man, I know, is weak to like the worst possible weapon against him. Okay, so I go to Spark Man now. I'm not as big a fan of this stage, but again, it's a good looking stage, and I guess it kind of has something to do with sparks because there's like electricity and stuff. So that's good. Look at that. Look at that light shimmering in the background. Actually, I don't know if you can see that because I'm not sure if the frame rate on this stupid stream is fast enough, but trust me when I say this level is just scintillating. It's coruscating, much like Coruscant. There's dudes with electrical beams and electrical plugs, So yeah, I'm feeling this one. Finally, ooh, got a little confident there. Look, he even shoots sparks like his master's namesake. All right, so finally we're on track. Mega Man 3 has a point. Bolo Joe, or whatever his name is back in Pog form. And I believe these are things borrowed from Sonic 3. You have to press up. No, just kidding, you don't have to press up. They go up automatically, and it's not frustrating at all. Oh! I blew it, chickened out. I flinched. Okay, one nice thing about this game that I haven't shown off yet is the fact that you actually start with the Rush Coil. There's also the Rush Marine, which is pretty much useless, but the Rush Coil is great. Like, you start out with the ability to reach high platforms. So that's cool. Good job, Mega Man. Actually, good job, Dr. Light. Thanks for not totally leaving Mega Man ill-equipped. This game is like Metal Gear Solid. Sorry, Mega Man, you'll have to do procure on sight. Or, sorry, on-site procurement, I believe is the exact phrase. And then there's this, which apparently is a prequel to Junkman's or Dustman's stage from Mega Man 4? Not sure what that had to do with anything, but anyway. I haven't shown off the Shadow Blade, have I? I should probably get a sense of that. Ooh. So the Shadow Blade is basically the Metal Blade, except not as good, which is, you know, fair because the Metal Blade was arguably too good. So this is kind of a more reasonable, non-game-breaking approach. But you can still shoot it at 4 angles. Oh, and you can jump straight into bad guys. That's always fun. And the bad guy thought that I fell off the top of the screen for some reason. There is a trick to this game if you have controller 2 active. If you hold down, I think, the A button and up on controller 2, I think that's right, there's like a debug trick where you basically become invincible and you can jump out of pits and stuff. That would be a lot of trouble for me to do while I'm trying to stream, so I'm not going to do that. Also, what fun is it if I just cheat my way through this game? Well, I guess cheats can be amusing and entertaining, but that's just not my style. No, in truth, I'm actually just too lazy to plug in controller 2 and use my feet to hold down the buttons. Anyway, so that's Sparkman stage. Hopefully I can actually beat Sparkman. It would be very embarrassing if I couldn't. I guess I can't shoot down at him and go just up. So this is not as awesome as Metal Blade. But anyway, Sparkman down. Okay, who does Sparkman beat? He beats Needle Man, right? Help me out, folks. Yeah, so anyway, looking over at the stream chat, LDB Night Train says there's a controller 2 trick that immobilizes the Robot Masters. So maybe I really should have plugged in controller 2. Oh well. I guess if I need it for the second stream against Dr. Wily, we can always do that. Spark beats Magnet. I guess that makes sense. Electromagnets. I think Magnet Man's was the first stage I ever played of this game when I got this game for Christmas. Because I was like, oh, he looks a lot like Metal Man, so I bet his weapon is really awesome. I guess that's a hint right there that the Shadow Blade is really useful on this stage. You can throw it at those guys and kill them and break their contact. So there's still a little bit of that handy design discipline, the tips and tricks built into the stage in this game. Even though this game was not co-developed by Akira Kitamura, he had left Capcom by this point, and this was the dark and oppressive post-Kitamura era. He was off making Kokoro or something. Anyway, this guy's back, and I slid into him, which was really stupid because you have to be kind of brain dead to lose against that guy. So I apologize for that. I wonder if the Spark is good against those guys. I just said that Shadow Blade is good against this boss, didn't I? I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, so the Spark is actually completely useless here. Oh, that's cool. It freezes that guy, but then I can't do anything because while it's frozen, I can't switch to another weapon. So, less than useless. There seem to be a lot of these kind of stair-step maneuvers here, structures. It was just something you saw in Woodman's stage in the first or second Mega Man. There were some enemies that kind of came down the stairs at you, firing carrot rockets, because, you know, Mega Man. But it's much more common here. It's like every stage has one of those. Oh, and these things. And I like that they've built this wall high enough that you can't just cheat past it by using the rush spring, rush coil, whatever. I guess I have to play it properly. I hate these things. Give me a magnet beam, damn it. Alright. Oh. I really feel like these are a crime against happiness. One down and another to go, but this time there's a magnet, but fortunately I slipped right past it. But this is just not cool. Alright, let's keep jumping into that. It's also not cool. Oh, got antsy. Darn it. Okay, so let's try that again. Sorry that I keep dying in this game. It's not my jam. So someone remind me, what does the magnet beam work against? Is that Hardman? I need to plan out my next move. Oh, pfft. Wow. Okay. Glad you could come enjoy this with me, folks. Good times, quality video gaming. What am I even doing? Alright, let's try this again and hopefully not get knocked off by the magnet. Alright, so I think that's the end of the game. That's as far as I'm going to make it today. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Alright, let's try that again. I think this might be my new nemesis. I didn't have this much trouble with anything in Mega Man 1 and 2, and supposedly they're harder than this game. That little magnet on a disappearing platform, that is just not cool. I do not approve of this design tactic. This is what happens when Akira Kitamura goes away. You get crap like that. I'm pretty sure that disappearing platform sequences are where the development team works out their stress and just all the frustrations that they experience while developing the game. Like, I haven't seen my wife in a year. I'm going to take it out on the players and make them jump on disappearing platforms with a magnet gun. Well, I don't appreciate it. I shouldn't have to be the target of your angst. This guy really takes a lot of bullets. He's like an escapee from Mega Man and Dr. Wily's Revenge. So someone remind me, what stage is the rush jet in? I might have to go back to that stage to get past this stupid magnet disappearing block section. Have I picked up any Eek tanks? I have not. I feel like I've been cheated. Well, I'm getting pretty good at that pattern, at the very least. Oh, my old friend. There we go. Alright, now... No! Who was the horrible person who made this game? I hate them. Oh. Oh. Alright, Rushjet, Needle Man. That's where I'm headed next, I think. I'm sorry for everyone stuck at home watching this horribleness. Everyone stuck at home watching this and thinking, I could do that. You could, but unfortunately you weren't the one who was crazy enough to say, yes, I'd like to play Mega Man 3 live on a stream. Alright, one more down. Freedom, sweet freedom, I can taste it. Alright, if I lose against something up here, if I fall into these spikes, I think I'm going to sue someone. Oh, jerk. At least one hit will take that guy out. How many hits does that guy take? Okay. Shadow Blade, not as good as Metal Blade, but still pretty okay. I think I can charge up the Spark Beam, no? No, it just shoots, okay. Alright. So, here we go. Magnet Man. Oh. Alright. Well, I never have to go back here again. No, wait, I think actually I have to do this again in the remix stage. So I'm going to hire a talented speedrunner to come play for me on the next stream so that you don't have to watch me struggle through the remix version of that platforming section. Alright, so who was the hard man? Okay, thanks. You guys are so helpful. Playing the game for me, almost. Hardman, star of the popular comedy Get Hard. I think he is played by Kevin James. And this is another place where you use the Ursat's Metal Blade, I believe? Or am I mistaken? Nope, that doesn't do me much good. Okay. No more Shadow Blade. I've learned my lesson. That was also no good. I can see this is going to be a short level. I remember this being so much trouble. Well, that's right, I was younger. I'm not performing for an audience. Good God. I do like these guys, because they really put your... Oh. I no longer like these guys. I was going to say they put your sliding ability to the test. I like this here, though. This is, if you haven't figured out cotton to the fact that you have the rush coil already, this will kind of clue you in. And requires a bit of timing, which clearly I lack. So I guess Hardman is supposed to be like demolitions or something? I don't know. I'm not sure what the theme is here aside from rocks. I wonder if I can hit him with the Shadow Blade. Eventually, oh, 1-up, how nice. Forgot those existed. I can despawn the bees by walking away from them. I could, but where's the fun in that? Alright, so that's no use. Let's try the magnet beam. Alright, we just stand down here. Oh no! There we go. Man, the magnet beam does not have much juice to it. I better save that for the boss. I'm also not a big fan of the double menu screen thing. It feels like I'm spending a lot more time juggling menus than I should be. I was just about to say, it's really weird that there's this kind of like rocky construction-themed level. I haven't really seen that many metals. But there we go. The metal bulldozer guy. I'm sure they have a name, I don't know what it is. Probably like Metal Dozer or something. Hey, an E-tank! Finally, at long last. I can't remember if you lose those when you die in this game like you could in Mega Man 2, or like you did in Mega Man 2. Oh, you're all the worst. I hate you. Oh, finally, an actual challenging encounter with Man, since he jumps around and can actually shoot you in this stage, due to the uneven terrain. Oof. It would really help if I just didn't stand there and let him shoot me. Hey. It's almost like they knew you were going to take a ton of damage. So this is the Mega Man 3 equivalent of the Big Eye. Not the Big Guy, the Big Eye. It would be cool if that guy's name was Big Guy. Anyway, so Magnet Beam against Hardman. Let's hope I don't waste it all. That would be embarrassing. Oops. That was a bad idea. I'm just gonna let myself go. That's right. Man, he hits hard. Like a truck. I guess that's why they call him Hardman. They call him Hit Hard Man. So, hi, what's the next boss after this guy? Assuming I can actually beat this guy. Oh. Wow, this isn't going so well. Just die, Zello! Alright. So I won through really no talent of my own, just sheer dumb luck. So Hardman goes to Top Man. Wait, I already did him. So I guess I will go to some other boss. Isn't the Spark also good against... Doesn't the Hard Knuckle work against Gemini Man? It's something stupid like that. Like, to beat Gemini Man, you have to use some... Oh no, you use the stupid Gemini laser to beat Quick Man, which is terrible. It's the worst part of this game. So, I don't know. Let's try Gemini Man. What the heck? Make some use out of that Rush Marine. So, people are telling me Top Man is next, but Top Man is already defeated. He is no longer among us. Oops. I guess I should watch where I'm going. This guy uses Dracula's attack from Castlevania 3. And there's penguins in space, because why not? Like, in theory, I guess this is supposed to be ice, but it doesn't really look like ice. It looks like crystals or something. So, I'm not really sure what the theme is here either. Actually, aren't all the stages in this game supposed to take place on different planets because you're looking for... You're like traveling the solar system looking for catalytic elements to use for the peacekeeping robot Gamma or something? I seem to vaguely remember that there was some convoluted story, and you're like traveling in space. But anyway, this level has crystals or ice and tadpoles. And there's this guy again. But this time he doesn't even feel like fighting. He's just like, go ahead, whatever. I guess this would have been a really short level if we hadn't done that. Sadly, I fell the wrong direction. Oh well. So yeah, I'm in like a frog incubator or something? I'm not really sure what the idea here is, but in any case, I'm just basically committing genocide against frogs. And it's nothing personal against frogs. I like frogs. I think they're great. I'm not really sure what the message is here. And the Shadow Blade cannot destroy those, so that's cool. I feel obligated to get that question mark tank up at the top here. So one nice thing about the Rush Coil is that you can shoot while you're... Alright, I'm really rocking this one. There we go. Okay, that was some good times. Yeah, anyway, so while you're using the Rush tools, you can shoot once or twice, which is nice. That was a great use of time. I'm glad that you could witness that great experience with me, folks. Ah, I see that we've moved on to the history of frogs in video games. That is a reference someone made in the comments to a great video series called Stuart Jip in Video World. You guys should check that out, GIPP. It's a really funny series by some guy I don't really know. So, what better ringing endorsement could you get than that? The guy I don't know made a funny video series. There are a lot of frogs in the stage. Like, some amphibians somewhere got really, really busy. And Dr. Wily decided I should build a stage around that. And this guy's great. He's like something out of Parodius. Especially those old ducks he shoots at you, or penguins, I guess. But he's supposed to be, I think he's supposed to be an ice cream, like a snow cone maker, a Japanese snow cone maker. With a little crank on the top, you turn that and it shaves ice. Except instead of shaving ice, it shoots penguins, which I think would be a really fantastic kind of practical joke attempt for an ice cream snow cone maker. Like, you think you're making a snow cone, but actually, you're suddenly pelted by penguins. Someone is welcome to borrow that idea and market it. That's totally yours to have. Anyway, so here is the first of the tools you have to acquire en route, which is the Rush Marine, which has the ability to go outside of water for some reason. You don't actually have to use the Rush Marine here, but it's a lot easier if you do it. Otherwise you have to do the platforming, and it kind of sucks, and there's all these bugs flying at you, and I'm going to run out of juice. It's not going to be pretty. Oh, come on! Ah, yeah. And I think it's... Oh! That was almost bad. Time to use an E-tank. And I hope this guy doesn't hit me and knock me off the platform. Okay. Oh. And there was that. Another E-tank to replace the one I just squandered. So I didn't deserve to make it through there, but I did. So it looks like you get to see the end of the stage after all. It's nice when I do things in video games that I'm really not talented enough to have been able to do. And what is this guy weak against? I can't remember. Gemini Man, right? He's weak against Sagittarius Bow? No, that's in a different game. So yeah, I don't know what Gemini has to do with frogs. Like, at least if it had a lot of fish in it. It does have some fish, that's Pisces, but I don't know. Okay, snake is what I need here. That's not going to happen. So, really should have gone to Needleman's stage. Let's see what happens if I just struggle through. I knew there was some stupid weapon that really wasn't good against Gemini Man you had to use. Alright, he shoots at me when I shoot, doesn't he? Let's see if this is going to be slow going. Oops. Well, at least I have a lot of E-tanks. Yeah! Good times, friends. Okay, so let's try that again. I've got some extra lives, and feeling that I have E-tanks to squander. But maybe this was a bad idea. Or I could just get into a pattern and very slowly whittle him down. Yes, I think that's what I'm going to do. This is not going to be exciting to watch. It's just one man doing the same stupid pattern over and over. Video games, everyone! So, I think probably they... Oh. Now he's half dead. That's probably going to get a lot harder, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, good God, that was close. Alright. I think I did deserve that one. Okay, so Gemini Man. Gemini Laser, is that good against... What is that good against? I don't even know anymore. For some reason I thought Gemini Laser was good against Needle Man, but I guess I'm wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna go to Needle Man stage, because why the hell not? Alright guys, what's good against Needle Man? Help me out here. Oh my goodness, it's already 3:36. I'm more than halfway through the stream. So hello everyone, if you're tuning in just now and somehow missed the first half hour, you didn't miss that much. I'm playing Mega Man 3. I'm Jeremy Parrish, dying horribly against a porcupine, or hedgehog perhaps. Really not doing such a great job here. Anyway, this is the 5th stream in the Mega Man-a-thon series, wherein I do a terrible job of playing Mega Man games. I'm glad you could join. Right now I'm trying to figure out why there's a pirate ship that belongs to a guy named Needle Man. Like Saber Man, or Rapier Man, or like Plunder Man. Sure, I could understand all of that, but Needle Man? And I do like the little hint here. That's nice. Like this is a tip for later. It doesn't look like much. It's just a crazy yellow background element. But later, you come to regret that background element. Oh. So Gemini against Needle. Okay, I was right. So I did need to beat Gemini Man. It's kind of a weird order of weaknesses, right? Isn't Needle Man good against Snake Man, but Snake Man's good against Gemini Man, Gemini Man's good against Needle Man, so it's kind of a circle there. Oh, nice, nice. Way to jump instead of slide. Jump, jump, slide, slide. Fortunately, I'm still a ways from that game. Oh. I'm not going to impress anyone with this one. My parents are so disappointed. What do we spend all that money on video game training school for? Oh, that was good. Just jump right into the needle. That'll show them. Alright. At least I made it to the halfway point. Let's try that again, and this time maybe not die embarrassingly. Maybe I can try some other weapon or something. Nope, that's not good. Let's see what the Gemini laser does against this guy. Oh, okay. That's good. I like that. Of course, the Gemini laser is super slow, so it doesn't do that much good. I feel like I used something against this guy that was really handy, but maybe that's going to be hard with two of these guys. Yeah. There we go. Alright, we're in business. I'm starting to remember how to use strategy again. So as I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to beat this game in one sitting because it's quite a bit longer than the previous ones. So I just have to suffer through 2 streams of this game with me. It also doesn't help that I've died horribly a few times and had to continue. So that's a good waste of time. Alright, so let's use the Gemini laser. That's nice. Look at that, it just bounces right into him, if he doesn't jump into it. Man, I feel like that was almost too easy. Like, there's gotta be a trick there. It's just the first form of the boss. No? I guess not. Alright, so Needle Man down. That means just one more stage to go. I'm enjoying the comments in the thread. Just I'm using the dialogue going on there. Although the thread is, the comments chat is really lagging behind, but I guess that's inevitable. That's internet for you. So final stage, Snake Man. I'll take on one or two of the Doc Robot stages, although they're tough. The mid bosses are really nasty. Oh, if this were one-hit wonders, I'd be dead already. This is one of those stages where you get really angry at the fact that things respawn when you scroll backward. Yeah. That's the first time in my life I think I've ever made it through that screen without taking a hit. So that's something. Got to witness a historic first. I'm doing something called ADC, Awesome Games Done Crappily. Oh, look at that! Was that crappy or what? Alright, back to the beginning with me. Hooray! That's what I get for being happy about doing one thing competently. Boy, I'll tell you what. Someone recommended I use... Well, that was a one-time trick, apparently. Someone recommended I use the Hard Knuckle here, which is good because I really hate that weapon and find it to be pretty much useless. So... it's a nice 2 shots, although I did just kind of stand around with my jaw gaping wide open and take a free hit. I know sometimes people complain about slowdown, but man, in this game, sometimes it really helps. It's like Matrix vision. Mega Man, you are a virus. I always thought that guy kind of, the pole vaulter dude, kind of looks like a cross between Mr. Potato Head and a Slinky. I guess that's one of Dr. Wily's unnatural experiments. What happens if you breed a Slinky and a Mr. Potato Head together? Dr. Wily's playing in God's domain. Why not? We'll go up here and see what's going on. Oh. Worth it. Sometimes that just gives you, like, you know, weapon, sub-weapon refills that you don't even need. Or like a tiny little pellet of health. Of course, I've used up all my good luck for the game. Now, it's all going to be downhill from here. I'm just going to stick with the old tried and true ways, apparently, which will cause me just as much damage as the new thing will do. See, that guy looks even more like Mr. Potato Head because he's yellow instead of red or orange, which is kind of what the NES does for brown sometimes. And this part here always reminds me of one of the early stages. Is it this, like, first stage or second stage? Second stage, I think it's from Mario Bros. 2. Except if you try to jump on that little guy on the ladder and ride him up like you can the ladybugs in Mario, you'll die. So it's good not to make that mistake. It's also good to know that when these little platforms rise up to meet you, it's a really good idea to jump because there's kind of this weird collision glitch with these things, and there's a good chance that it'll just scoot you off the edge of the platform and you'll die, which is like super cheap and not fun. So always jump there. ABJ, always be jumping. Yeah, you just saw that right there. I landed a little too soon, and it nearly knocked me off. And we're done. So I usually, I fight Snake Man first pretty frequently, so it'll be fun to use a weapon that he's weak to against him. I think it'll be much easier. Oh yeah, look at that. I didn't even bother to dodge. Screw you, Snake Man. You're dead. Alright, so, hooray. All 8 levels of Mega Man 3 are down, so now it's time for the Doc Robot stages, where I will flounder in frustration and die horribly, and you'll all be sad and embarrassed for me. Also, somewhere along the way I picked up the Rush Jet. I was busy jabbering and didn't even notice that. So we're down to the last 15 minutes of this stream. I'm still Jeremy Parrish. You're still watching US Gamers, USstreamer. I'm still playing Mega Man 3, and something mysterious is happening. My goodness, what's going on? Now there's a dude. Which stage do I hate the most? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sparkman first, because that stage is horrible with magnets and everything, the screaming and the dying. So I will just deal with it first. So right away, no quarter, you have to use Rush Coil here. That little guy, waste your Rush Coil ammo. Tragedy. I just saw him in Snake Man stage, but he did a sneak attack on the ladder. So, yeah, what these Doc Robot, quote-unquote, stages do is they remix 4 of the stages from the main robot bosses, and somewhere along the way you meet Mega Man 2 bosses, and they're pretty hard because you don't have their weak weapons, like the weapons they're weak to at this point. It also adds new elements like this, like these conveyor belts, where the belts are gone and you just have to jump on the gears, the cogs. That's terrible. I made it through there without dying, so that's good. I cannot remember which boss shows up here and what he's weak to, so you guys have gotta help me out. What boss am I about to face? I'm gonna face a boss! And more importantly, what weapon should I use against him? I'm not ready for this. Oh god, I'm too young. I'm not ready to die yet. Alright, so looks like Metal Man is first, which is kind of a giveaway, I think. So yeah, there's the ghost of Metal Man descending mysteriously upon a robot. I didn't know robots have ghosts, but there you go. Anyway, this is, I guess I really shouldn't have freaked out. Okay, so Metal Man is handy, but what's next? What's next? What kind of horrors lie ahead? Oh god, that's horror. This is not even cool. So this must be like Bubble Man, right? Because, you know, spikes were Bubble Man's thing. So Bubble Man, I assume I would use Spark, whatever it's called, Spark Shock, Spark Beam, Sparky Spark. Sparkity Spark Spark. My Spark is worse than my Spike. My Spite. Let's see, so you guys haven't told me who's next. Who's next? Who's my next boss? I need to know these things. I won't have to replay this whole level all over again. Alright, so next is Quick Man. No! I thought Quick Man was weak to Gemini, but whatever, it's gonna be terrible. Oh. Well, I do have a lot of E-takes, so... Wish me luck, everyone. This is probably the worst part of the game. If I can get past this, then I'm probably okay for the rest of Mega Man 3. Oh, and I managed to miss him with all 3 of my snakes. That was cool. Yeah, alright. Good times. Loving this. Great stuff. Alright, let's try that again. This time, maybe not quite so incompetently. I guess Quick Man should be a little easier since I have the ability to slide now. And there's not that stupid thing in the middle of this room. Okay, that's something. No. Oh. Oh. You're the worst, and I hate you. I hate your mom also. Alright, I can do this. I can do this. I believe in myself. I don't know if you guys believe in me, but we'll see. There we go. Okay. Hey. Alright, so that's one Doc Robot stage down. I can probably finish up another one. We'll just go clockwise from here. There's no chain of weakness at this point. So, you guys who know this game better than I do, let me know. Who do I have to fight next? Aside from giant metal dudes, which are actually pretty cool. They're big and I like them. Oh. That's not even cool. The timing of that is awful. Yeah, this is not going so well. Thank you. On the plus side, when I die repeatedly on the stage, at least you can listen to some cool music. That's good, right? I'm gonna use Rush Jet and get myself an extra life. Rush Jet is actually kind of easy to cheese because when you only use energy when you're standing on him, so if you fly around jumping, it'll give you much more time on Rush Jet. That's a little cheap trick from me to you. Alright, so let's see. Airman, weak to spark. Okay. I know Airman, he's a good. Who do we have after Airman? Oh, Crashman, it is. If only I could take Airman's beam and... There's really no excuse for me not to win here since I can actually slide into those tornadoes now. Some of them anyway. Alright. He's down, and then... Crashman, weak to hardtop. Of course he is. Of course he is. Someone has to be. Should I use that on my Rush Jet? I think I probably should have. I don't think this section's going to go so well. Well, we'll just use the cheat. It'd be embarrassing if I make it all this way and then run out of health. Alright, well at least that's done. I hope those things respawn after I die, because I'm sure gonna die. Yeah, look at that. I'm about to die. Guess I should just move my rush jet and let the inevitable take its course instead of wasting energy. Alright. Someone said, can't I shoot? Yes, I can, but that requires me being on the rush jet longer, which uses up rush jet energy. See the conundrum here. I don't think all those things respawn those, so I may have just screwed myself regardless. Yeah, so those guys take a lot of hits, so it's not like just, you know, one and done. Oh. Yeah, I really messed up. Okay. One of the nasty tricks of the Mega Man games is that the older ones don't regenerate energy pickups that are mandatory in the stage when you die, so yeah, this is going to be a tight one. Oh, bad news, bad news. I don't know if this is going to work out, folks. Oh, no, we're good. Good. Okay. I'll live again. I guess I could use the rush coil for that, but let's not be stupid and take risks. At some point there's supposed to be a giant meteor, right? See up ahead? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Guess it would help if I faced in the right direction. I'm gonna grab that just in case the worst happens. Which it probably will, the way I'm playing right now. Okay, giant flying face thing dead. Now it's probably more hedgehogs. No, it's this guy. Totally forgot that guy even existed. Yeah, they will sometimes fly off the bottom of the screen for some reason. And another one. I'm sure someone in the chat is telling me like the secrets of beating this guy, but I can't read your chat in time. Very sorry. Thank you for your advice that is wasted because of the lag. Do I have to use the rush coil to get this guy? No, alright. And yes, I look at the chat and people are indeed telling me how I should have beaten that guy. Internet. Alright, so let's see. What did they say to use against him? Top spin. That's right. So we're going to fight this guy. I'm going to use up all my E-tanks if I have to, and we're going to call it a day. We're almost at 4 p.m. or 1 p.m. for you crazy West Coast folks. Look at the way it just sucks down. Top spin is the worst. You have to hit him just right, or else it drains the energy. Alright, so... that's done. Very well. Good job, me. I bumbled my way through another Doc Robot stage. So that means there are 2 Doc Robot stages left, and a screen capture of this is going to come in very helpful for next time, because this is where I'm calling this live stream a finale. So I will be back, I guess, tomorrow or maybe Friday to play some more Mega Man 3, finish the game off. Thanks to those of you who tuned in. Quite a few of you. Continue to watch me struggle my way through Mega Man. You're all very kind people, and I appreciate it. So thank you very much for watching. This has been USstreamer with Jeremy Parrish, the Mega Man-a-thon, Episode 5, Mega Man 3. And I am gone. Goodbye.